Hey guys, it's Richard here, and today I want to talk to you about the 3 reasons why you should become a system administrator. Let's talk about it. Okay, so first thing you need to consider, and most of the reasons why we want to all become system administrators, maybe you're moving on from a help desk position, or you are coming out of college and you're kind of wondering what the heck even a system administrator even does. Or we're looking at getting your certification. You just want to break into IT and kind of understand what exactly the role is really like. And so I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you should think about becoming a system administrator. So I think, in my opinion, the first reason why being a system administrator is great is when you don't have to deal with users as often or as much. Because usually you're going to be working on projects mostly, or keeping servers up, or maintaining, building other servers and other systems. It definitely feels a lot better and nicer to know that you don't have to constantly deal with each individual problem or ticket as a desktop support or help desk person. That stuff is for the lower tier IT help desk and desktop support team. Now, that's not to say that when you're a system administrator you have to really watch what you're doing and be careful, because now you're going to be dealing with multiple facets of the company, multiple people, multiple teams, but you're also going to be dealing with deployments and certain large scale items and projects that you're going to be working on that do affect multiple users. So having desktop support or help desk experience is probably going to be important, because you'll know from the bottom what exactly it's like when, oh man, that admin guy, he doesn't know what he's doing.
I'm just telling you what Nancy says. That you guys, you guys rebooted last time. I'm not saying anything about you guys. And, I don't know.
Why not? Let's reboot it. I mean,
I don't know.
It's always fun to reboot a web server. I mean, that'll take 15 minutes, so, I can get back to the
wait,
what I was doing.
Wait, something just happened. I can't get to the homepage.
What do you mean you can't get to the homepage? I just took it down.
I just tried to get to the homepage and I can't
You
get there.
could get to the homepage before?
You don't want to end up being that guy who just did that to the support teams that help you do your job, because without them to deal with the users and the customers, you got to deal with them, and that will impede your project work. So certainly having the focus and time of not dealing with users on a normal basis, depending what kind of position, is certainly one reason I do enjoy being a system administrator. Reason number 2, I would say being a system administrator is great, is that you get to learn so many things, so many different technologies, depending especially where you're at. If you're in some sort of MSP, or even if you're in an in-house IT team in a company, there's very good chance you're going to be learning so many different systems apart from what you actually already know, and whatever prior knowledge you may have had before then. Even with a larger team, sometimes you're going to be more focused on a certain area, but as you will learn as becoming a system administrator, you kind of see that everything kind of comes together. Everything's all moving parts coming together. So there's so many aspects of IT that kind of converge when you're a system administrator, and you really see, the networking, the storage, Windows systems, Linux systems, how everything comes together, and you have to kind of understand how it all works in a sense, even at least basic level knowledge. So when you understand at least the basic foundational level of those other things, can you do your job better as a system administrator? For example, how to build a server, how to bring it up, storage, networking, or which kind of IP you need to give it because it's in a certain VLAN, which VLAN you put it to, how to use VMware. It's all relative, and it's all kind of combined in a sense, because you need to know and understand how those come together to make it work, so you can have a server functioning for any application. Reason number 3 to be a system administrator. Well, I think we all see this one coming. The money. The money is pretty good considering where you're at. Of course, it all depends about your cost of living. You could easily be making close to 6 figures or above as a system administrator. Of course, that doesn't come easy. Definitely takes a lot of time and effort to do so. Doesn't have to be years necessarily, but it certainly has to be a lot of effort and time putting into understanding IT as a whole and the systems that you want to work with, whether it's SCCM, VMware, Microsoft Azure, AWS, all these different kinds of systems that are coming to. You need to understand very well how they work and of course how to administer them. So I'd say somewhere in, for New York, for example, you probably could make at least 100 grand, depending on which system you're working with. One thing you might be wondering is, well, when you are a system administrator, how do you deal with these finances? And what do you do about having this money you've never seen before sometimes? Of course, again, all depends what kind of area you're living in, what the job functions and roles are, and do those correlate to the amount of salary and or hourly rate that you are charging. That's completely up to you, and you have to depend on the market rate, and you have to look that up, research it. I will be putting a link in the description for one or two places that you can usually check. It's usually very helpful. But I'll also actually be coming out with some ideas for new system administrators. If you are in this position where you just got your first system admin gig, good hefty amount of money that you're probably coming brand new into, or maybe just some ideas we can all think of when it comes to investing and getting our money to work for us in the future. Video like that coming really soon. So anyway, my 3 reasons of enjoying being a system administrator is definitely number 1, no more user tickets or less user tickets, very unlikely, and it just definitely would take a lot for you to get user tickets depending on your position. Doesn't mean you always won't, but there are definitely levels to how escalation works, so you will unlikely get those tickets unless it is a major outage, to which of course you have to investigate. Number 2, definitely working and learning so many new things, so many different systems, because that's just kind of how it goes. And you can be a specialist at certain things, and you can certainly find a position that's going to require those particular skills. But as I mentioned earlier, knowing just that one system is good to get you in, because it's really important to also understand how the whole grand scheme of things works, so to speak. So if you can get your bearings learning 1 or 2 systems very well, and you can learn to apply that at a job and show that you know what you're talking about, of course you should be able to land a system admin gig. And you definitely want to use the opportunity to learn what's around you and all the other systems. If you become more of a general sysadmin, usually a lot of places are going to want a jack of all trades kind of admin, at least from what I've seen. But usually there is a focus to some sort of what kind of systems you'll be using to do that work. But of course, when you're on the never-ending journey to learn, as I am, and I think we kind of all are in a way, that is one of the things you want to look out for and be aware of. And reason number 3, of course, money, money, money.
So, you want some great stuff?
Cool. I'll be able to get rid of my mortgage and buy my car. Excellent.
Just kidding. In all seriousness, not all admin jobs will pay the same, or more or less, and who knows. But definitely having some money in your pocket, and depending where you're coming from and what you've been through, could really make a big difference. And your happiness and your willingness to keep going higher, keep trying to get up there and learn as much as you can and be the best admin you can be. Of course, putting away money for the future, for yourself, for those you love, very important as well. So I've just given you my 3 reasons of why being a system admin is pretty cool. I hope you agree, or maybe you don't agree, or maybe you have your own other 3 reasons. I definitely would love to hear them. If you want to go ahead and comment below what you think of those 3 reasons, or what you believe as an admin, or if you want to become an admin, definitely would love to hear your thoughts. And for all you new sysadmins out there, video coming up very soon that I want to make regarding what you can do with your newfound money if you've kind of brand new into this. And I definitely know I was there, and it was very important. I kind of wish I had some of the advice for myself back then. Go ahead and drop a like on the video for the algorithm, and go ahead and let me know if you would like to see that video, all you new sysadmins out there or aspiring sysadmins, on finances as a sysadmin, and some things to consider when it comes to putting money away or investing for later on. Have a great night. Take care.